You are not alone here. A presence moves around you softly. Not human, but deeply familiar. Like the warmth of a hand resting on your shoulder while you slept. This place knows you. It has always known you. The air hums faintly at 432 hertz. A tone so pure it seems to touch every cell in your body. Let that sound wrap around you now, gently, like silk unfurling through water. Let it carry away anything that does not belong here. Your breathing slows without effort. Each inhale brings warmth. Each exhale releases tension. You do not need to try. You have already arrived. The ground beneath your feet feels soft, but solid. It is made of living moss, cool at first touch, then warming quickly to match your skin. With each step, you sink just enough to feel held. Never too much. Always perfectly supported. Above you, threads hang down like gauze curtains, translucent, shimmering faintly in hues of lavender and gold. Dew clings to them, not falling, just waiting. Each droplet glows softly, as if lit from within. These drops hold echoes, memories of rainfall from long ago, before time was measured, before language could name the sky. Reach out if you wish. Touch one of these threads. Feel how they respond to your presence. Softly vibrating, like a tuning fork meeting your intent. You are safe here. More than safe. You are remembered. Held in the deep knowing of this space. Let your eyes drift toward the walls. They move slowly, not fast enough to startle, but steady, like breath, like heartbeat. The stone is amethyst, but not rigid. It flows like thick honey. Warm light pulses through its surface, matching your rhythm. Watch how it shifts, how it curves inward slightly when you look directly at it, how it expands outward when your gaze softens. This cavern responds to you, not because it must, but because it wants to. It has waited for you, perhaps for many lifetimes. There is no rush here, no urgency, Nothing needs fixing. Nothing needs chasing. Only stillness and the quiet joy of returning home. Your shoulders relax further. Your jaw unhinges slightly. Your spine settles into alignment, as though gravity itself were whispering comfort into your bones. The air tastes sweet, not sugary, but like morning mist after a gentle rain. Clean, nourishing, carrying scents you cannot quite name. Breathe deeper. Let it fill your chest fully. Then let it settle into your belly. Warmth spreads from there, radiating outward. Notice how the light behaves. It doesn't come from above or below, but from everywhere at once, even seeming to originate within your own skin. You begin to glow faintly, not visibly, but in sensation, as if every atom remembers what peace feels like. The walls continue their slow motion, not changing shape exactly, but becoming more present, more aware of you, more attuned to your inner landscape. There is no separation between self and space here, no boundary that insists you remain separate. Instead, you merge gently with everything around you. Think of it like stepping into a warm bath. Except the water is light. The warmth is memory, and the relief runs all the way to your core. You may notice thoughts drifting past, some recent, others ancient, none of them urgent, none demanding attention. Allow them to pass like clouds, some lingering briefly, others dissolving before you can even name them. There is nothing to solve here, nothing to decide, just the simple act of being, of existing in perfect harmony with this moment. The threads above shimmer more brightly now, as if responding to your growing stillness. Their glow reflects subtly in your eyes, in your palms, in the quiet corners of your awareness. You might feel a pull, gentle, almost imperceptible, toward the center of the cavern, where the light gathers most intensely. Follow it if you choose, but slowly, without effort, letting your body lead the way, your intuition guiding each small movement. The moss adjusts beneath your feet automatically, offering just the right amount of support, cushioning each step as if anticipating your weight. Around you, the walls pulse more deeply now, not faster, but with greater intention, as if acknowledging your presence with reverence. The sound returns, that same resonant frequency, not loud, but pervasive, filling every corner of your consciousness. You recognize it somehow, as though it were part of your earliest memories, before words had meaning, before identity took shape. Just the pure tone of belonging. Close your eyes if you haven't already, or allow them to soften, blurring the edges of vision until sight becomes unnecessary. Everything you need is here, in this moment, in this breath, in the gentle rise and fall of your chest. You are held completely, not by arms or hands, but by something far older, something that remembers every version of who you've been. Trust it, not because it asks you to, but because it simply is, as real as gravity, as natural as sleep. Sink deeper now, not physically, but into yourself, into the layers of calm that lie beneath the surface. Feel how spacious you are internally, how much room there is for peace, for silence, for whatever wishes to rest here. The cavern continues to breathe with you, its rhythm matching yours exactly, its light pulsing in harmony with your heart. You are no longer separate from this place. You never were, but now you know it deeply, completely, without question. Let go of any remaining tension, any last flicker of worry or doubt. They dissolve easily here, like sugar in warm tea. You are home, truly, finally, completely, in a way that lasts beyond this moment. Rest now, knowing that this peace lives within you, always, waiting quietly beneath the noise of daily life, ready to welcome you back whenever you return. you step forward into the light that moves like water. Your eyes adjust, not with strain, but with a deep settling. The air here tastes of cedar and rain, held in glass. Each breath pulls you deeper into the rhythm of this place. The ground beneath your feet is soft yet firm, like a memory returning. It holds you without effort, as if shaped by your own presence. You feel the moss respond to each small shift in your weight. There is no hurry here, only the gentle insistence of stillness. The light around you pulses slowly, like a heartbeat made visible. It does not flicker or fade, but flows from one shade to another. Amethyst tones ripple across the walls in waves you can almost taste. The color seems to touch your tongue with hints of lavender and stone. You notice how the light moves with your breathing. As you inhale, it brightens just slightly. As you exhale, it softens into deeper purples. This connection feels natural, effortless, like remembering something you never forgot. Above you, translucent threads hang like silk caught mid-motion. They shimmer with each subtle current of air. Droplets cling to their ends, trembling with delicate tension. Each drop holds within it the echo of countless rains. You watch one tremble, then fall in what feels like slow motion. The sound it makes is not a splash, but a whisper, a soft chime that resonates in your chest. The droplet vanishes upon contact, leaving behind only the scent of petrichor. You find yourself leaning forward, drawn by the quiet melody. Suddenly, there is movement at the edge of your vision. A figure emerges, not walking, but simply appearing. Their name is Selene Star, though you know her without asking. Her eyes hold depths like calm lakes, reflecting distant stars. They seem to look through you rather than at you. Yet this gaze brings comfort, not unease. You feel seen in a way that dissolves the need for recognition. Her energy moves like honey poured, in reverse, rising upward. It wraps around you softly, without pressure or demand. She extends her hand toward you, palm up, fingers relaxed. Between them rests something small, smooth, and warm. It looks like polished wood, but shifts subtly in the light. When you reach out to take it, your fingers meet resistance. Not physical, but temporal, as if time itself hesitates. The object settles into your palm with surprising weight. Its surface feels alive, warm, and pulsing faintly. You realize it matches the rhythm of your heartbeat. The warmth spreads from your palm up your arm into your chest. Selene smiles not with her mouth, but with her entire being. The expression touches something ancient within you. She speaks without forming words. The message arrives directly in your awareness. What you seek has always been within you. You do not need to acquire it or earn it. It simply needs to be remembered. The object in your hand begins to glow softly. Its warmth intensifies, spreading throughout your body. You close your eyes to better receive the sensation. The glow becomes brighter behind your eyelids. It pulses in harmony with both hearts, now yours and the object's. You feel your boundaries begin to soften. The distinction between self and other starts to blur. It is not frightening, but deeply comforting, like stepping into a familiar room after years away. The warmth continues to expand, filling every cell with light. You remember who you have always been. Arms encircle you from behind, gentle yet firm. Selene holds you not possessively, but completely. Her embrace carries the scent of old forests and fresh snow. You feel your edges begin to dissolve entirely. The boundary between dreamer and dream fades like morning mist. There is no longer a separate you or her, only the experience of being held by everything. The warmth from the object merges with the light around you. You become part of the cavern itself, part of the light, part of the silence. Time moves differently here, stretching like taffy pulled thin. Each second contains multitudes of smaller moments. You feel the shift in your center of gravity with each breath. The moss beneath your feet adjusts to support you more fully. Even the air seems to thicken, becoming more substantial. You could float here, suspended between inhale and exhale. The threads above sway in patterns too complex to follow. Yet somehow you understand their meaning intuitively. They speak of connections invisible but unbreakable. The anchor hums somewhere below the threshold of hearing. Its frequency resonates through bone and tissue. You feel it first in your teeth, your skull. The vibration travels down your spine into your pelvis. It settles there like a stone dropped into still water. Ripples spread outward through your entire being. Each wave carries fragments of forgotten knowledge, memories that predate language and form. You remember swimming in oceans before they existed. Selene releases you, but remains close. Her presence lingers like perfume after the wearer has left. You turn to face her, though turning feels unnecessary. Movement here happens through intention, alone. Her eyes meet yours again and again. Each meeting brings new layers of understanding. You see yourself reflected back not as image, but essence. She nods once a gesture that encompasses all agreement. The object in your hand grows lighter, as if releasing its purpose. The cavern walls pulse faster, now synchronized with your excitement, though excitement feels too sharp a word. It is more like anticipation, wrapped in peace. You understand that you are ready to return. But returning means carrying this place with you. The moss shifts underfoot, preparing to release you. The threads above release more droplets in farewell. Each one carries a piece of this cavern's memory. You catch none of them, yet feel their impact anyway. Breathing becomes more deliberate, slower. Each inhale draws in not just air, but possibility. You taste the potential for transformation on your lips. Exhaling releases nothing, but adds to the space around you. The act of breathing creates ripples in reality itself. You watch these ripples travel outward beyond sight, knowing they will influence moments yet to unfold. The anchor hums louder, now closer to audible. Its resonance aligns with the frequency of completion. Selene steps back, allowing you full autonomy. Her gift was never possession, but permission. Permission to remember who you truly are. The cavern responds to your readiness with subtle shifts. Light dims, gradually revealing pathways previously hidden. These routes were always there waiting for your awareness. You do not choose a path because choosing implies limitation. Instead, you allow yourself to flow naturally forward. The direction matters less than the willingness to move. The object in your hand begins to fade, not disappearing, but integrating into your being. Its warmth transforms from external source to internal flame. You feel it settle permanently in your core, no longer needing to hold it. You let your hand relax. The sensation of weightlessness fills your limbs, as if gravity has loosened its grip on you. You float not physically, but energetically, suspended between worlds, yet belonging fully to both. The scent of cedar strengthens, drawing your attention inward. You breathe deeply, pulling the aroma into your lungs. With each inhalation, memories surface effortlessly. Not your memories, but collective ones shared across lifetimes. You recall moments of similar stillness in different forms. A child sleeping safely in mother's arms. An elder finding peace in final rest. A lover discovering unity in embrace. All these experiences live within you now. The threads above begin to retract slowly, pulling themselves back into whatever realm they came from. As they withdraw, they leave behind trails of light. These trails map the paths of previous visitors. You trace some with your gaze, feeling their stories. Each thread represents someone who found answers here. Answers not given, but remembered. You add your own trail to the collection. A new line of light joining the ancient web. The moss beneath your feet changes texture, becoming smoother, preparing for your eventual departure. It releases its hold on you, gently encouraging movement. Yet there is no rush, no imperative to leave. Time continues to stretch, accommodating whatever pace you choose. You could remain here indefinitely and still not exhaust its depths. But depth requires width and breadth to be fully appreciated. You understand now that leaving is also a form of staying. Carrying this place means it travels with you always. The anchor reaches maximum volume briefly, then softens. Its resonance now matches your internal frequency perfectly. You feel it not as sound, but as certainty, a knowing that transcends intellectual comprehension. It confirms what you have learned without needing confirmation. The lesson was never about acquisition, but recognition. You recognize now that seeking was always returning. The journey led not away from yourself, but deeper into being. Every step taken was actually a step remembered. Selene watches silently as you prepare to go. Her role complete, she fades slightly at the edges, not disappearing, but becoming background rather than foreground. You understand that guides serve best when they step aside, allowing the traveler to claim their own authority. Her gift was not answers, but the space to discover them. You bow not in submission, but in gratitude. The gesture flows naturally from your transformed state. She acknowledges it with a nod that says, "Welcome home." The cavern begins to dim slowly, like sunset approaching. But this darkness brings not ending, but integration. You feel the lessons settling into your bones, becoming part of your fundamental structure. The light does not vanish, but recedes to join the darkness. Both elements necessary for wholeness. You carry both within you, now balanced and harmonious. The object completes its transformation, merging fully, leaving only the warmth that will never leave you. Your footsteps make no sound on the moss-covered floor, because leaving here is not about physical movement. It is about shifting consciousness from one state to another. You walk forward, yet remain present in this moment. The paradox resolves naturally within your expanded awareness. You are both departing and arriving simultaneously. The cavern exists wherever you choose to remember it, and you choose to remember it completely. Every detail preserved perfectly in your inner landscape. The anchor fades to silence, but not absence. Its frequency now lives within your own heartbeat. You hear it clearly whenever you pause to listen. A constant reminder of what you carry. The sound was never meant to be permanent, but the resonance it created will last forever. You feel the difference between temporary aid and lasting truth. The anchor served its purpose beautifully. Now you carry its essence within your very cells. The final droplets fall from the retreating threads, each one a blessing, a benediction, a goodbye. They land softly on the moss, creating tiny sparkles. The light they emit is brief but meaningful, signaling the completion of this phase of your journey. You do not mourn their passing because they live on. In the sparkle that now resides in your eyes, in the glow that emanates from your skin, in the peace that settles permanently in your heart. You take one last breath of the scented air, drawing deeply the mixture of cedar and green growth. This combination becomes your personal anchor going forward. Whenever you smell either element separately, you will remember this cavern and all it taught you. The memory integrates seamlessly with your existing self, creating no division between old and new, but rather a seamless expansion of who you are. You carry the cavern, the guide, and the object within you. The walls of amethyst light pulse one final time, sending out waves of completion and readiness. You feel these waves ripple through your entire being, marking this experience as complete yet ongoing. There is no end, here only transformation. You have not finished anything but evolved. The evolution continues even as you prepare to go. Because true growth never stops, only changes direction. You are ready for whatever comes next. The breath begins to slow now, like honey poured from a great height, each drop falling through thick air, suspended in golden silence. You feel the rise of your chest, not sudden but gradual, as if lifting something soft, something that has been waiting. The air moves into you, cool at first against the roof of your mouth, then warmer as it fills your lungs, like stepping into still water. Your shoulders release their grip, just slightly, but enough to let the tension slip down into the space between your shoulder blades. You do not push it away. You simply notice it. And in noticing, it begins to dissolve. The exhale follows naturally, longer than the inhale, carrying with it the day's weight. Its sharp edges now softened. You hear nothing but this rhythm, this quiet conversation between body and breath. No words needed, only presence. The sound of your own breathing becomes a lullaby, low and steady, pulling you deeper. There is no hurry here. Time stretches like taffy, each second full, each moment complete. You begin to sink into yourself, not falling, but settling like dust landing on calm water. The surface ripples gently, but beneath, all is stillness, deep and endless. You feel the weight of your body, supported fully by the surface beneath you, whether chair or bed or floor. Every muscle relaxes a little more. Your jaw unhinges softly. Your tongue rests heavy in your mouth. Your eyelids droop like curtains. The world outside fades, not because it disappears, but because it no longer calls to you, no longer needs your attention. You are here now, in this space, in this breath, in this body, and that is enough, more than enough. It always was. You just forgot. The thoughts begin to drift by, like clouds moving across a clear sky. Some bright, some dark, none of them yours to hold. You watch them pass without reaching out, without pulling them closer, without trying to make sense. They are not important now, not urgent, not even real, just echoes of another time. Your mind grows quieter, not empty, but spacious, like a room with high ceilings. The walls are soft, the air is warm, and there is nowhere to go, nothing to fix. You begin to feel a subtle vibration deep within your skull, a low hum, like the earth itself singing. It is the frequency of rest, of letting go, of coming home to yourself. Alpha waves begin to rise, gently, like dawn breaking over distant hills. Soft light spreading across the inner landscape. Your brain slows its chatter, not stopping, but syncing with the rhythm of peace. You feel your heartbeat, steady, sure, a drumbeat of life. Each pulse carries you further, deeper into stillness, further from the noise, closer to the core where everything began, where everything returns, where you have always been, waiting for yourself. You begin to remember, not facts, but feelings, warmth in your chest, lightness in your limbs, the memory of being held, not by arms, but by presence, by love without condition. You were never alone, even when you thought you were, even in the darkest moments. Love was always there, soft and patient, waiting for you to turn around, to see it, to feel it. And now you do, not with your eyes, but with your whole being, with every cell. You are held completely, unconditionally, without effort. The need to prove yourself, to earn love, to be perfect, begins to fade. It was never true, just a story told so many times. It felt real, but stories can change, especially when you stop believing them, especially when you choose a new one that fits better. The new story is simple. You are loved. You are safe. You are enough. These words are not spoken aloud, but felt deep in your bones, in your blood, in your breath. They settle into you like rain into dry soil, nourishing what was dormant, waking what was asleep. You begin to glow from the inside, not with fire, but with warmth, a gentle light that does not burn, that does not blind, but soothe. It touches every part of you, the parts you know, and the parts you have forgotten or tried to hide. There is nothing to hide here, nothing to fix, nothing to change, only to accept. You accept yourself fully, completely, without reservation. The habit of thinking too much begins to loosen its grip, not all at once, but gradually, like a hand slowly opening, releasing what it once clutched, letting go without regret. Thoughts come and go, but you remain steady, present. You are not your thoughts. You are the space in which they arise, vast and unshaken, eternal. The alpha waves deepen, slower now, more rhythmic, like ocean waves at dusk. Your breathing matches this rhythm, slow, deep, effortless. You feel yourself melting, not physically, but energetically, into the moment. Every boundary softens between self and space, between breath and silence, between past and now. There is only this breath, this feeling, this being. You are welcomed, not judged, not questioned, but embraced by something greater, something ancient, something that knows you better than you know yourself. Kaya Ray surrounds you, not as a person, but as a presence, as warmth, as light. You are not alone in this journey. You never were. Guidance flows through you, gentle and sure. Trust arises naturally, not forced, not earned, but remembered. You remember how to trust, how to surrender, how to let go into the arms of the universe. And in that surrender, you find freedom, real freedom, from the need to control, from the need to understand, from the need to be right, from the need to be anything other than what you are. You are exactly as you should be, in this moment, in this breath, in this infinite now. The conflict within you, the struggle to be more, to do more, to fix what feels broken. It softens, not because it was wrong, but because it is no longer needed, because you are already whole. The flaw you believed you had, the part of you that felt unworthy, the voice that whispered you weren't enough, it is forgiven. Not by someone else, but by you, by your own heart, by your own wisdom. You forgive yourself for trying so hard, for carrying so much, for believing the lies. And in that forgiveness, you release, not with force, but with grace. What was heavy becomes light. What was tight becomes open. You feel the shift, subtle but profound, like a door opening to a room you've never seen. Inside that room is peace, is stillness, is the truth of who you are. You step inside, not with your feet, but with your awareness, with your soul. The room is vast, but intimate. filled with light, but not blinding. You are safe here, completely safe. No need to guard, no need to defend. Just rest, just be, just exist in the fullness of yourself. You join the circle, not of people, but of beings, of souls, of light. You are welcomed, not as a guest, but as family, as part of the whole. There is no separation here, no us and them, only one, only love. You feel the connection, deep and real, not imagined, not wished for, but present. You are never alone, not truly, even when it feels that way. You are always connected to love, to light, to life itself, to the source. And now you know it, not in your mind, but in your heart, in your bones, in your breath. You carry this knowing with you, always, even when you forget, even when the world grows loud. It is there, quiet and sure, waiting for you to return, to remember. And you will return, because this is your home, this stillness, this peace. You are home, right here, right now, in the depth of your being. Let go completely into this moment, into this breath, into this love. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go, nothing left to become. You are already everything. Rest now in the arms of the infinite, in the embrace of your own truth, in the silence that holds all sound. You are loved. You are safe. You are home. You are free. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel how easily your thoughts can slow down. There's no rush here. No need to hold on to anything at all. Just let yourself sink into this moment, deeper than before. The images that were dancing in your mind begin to drift away now, like clouds moving slowly across a calm sky. They come and they go, but you remain, steady and still beneath them all. You don't need to see see anything right now. Your eyes can rest. Your mind can rest. Even your breath begins to slow. This is exactly where you're meant to be, safe within this quiet space. Let your shoulders drop a little more. Feel how much lighter you become when you stop carrying everything. All those small tensions, all those tiny knots of worry. They can soften too. There's no pressure to force it. Just notice how naturally it happens when you allow yourself to truly arrive here. The world outside continues on its way, but right here, in this breath, in this heartbeat, everything is perfectly still. You found a place where nothing is asked of you, where you can simply be, just as you are, without needing to change anything. This is your sanctuary, a space built from nothing but peace. Notice how different this feels from trying, from pushing, from doing. This is being. This is resting. And your body remembers this feeling. It knows this rhythm, this deep calm that lives just beneath the surface, waiting for moments like this one. Let yourself remember it too, how good it feels to finally arrive. The resonance has been with you all along, a steady hum that never leaves, supporting you whether you notice it or not. Now you're noticing, and that makes all the difference. You don't have to create this peace. You don't have to earn it. It was always there, woven into every cell of your being, waiting for you to remember, to recognize it again. Feel how your breathing deepens now, naturally, easily, without any effort at all. Each inhale brings more stillness. Each exhale releases what no longer serves. You're becoming lighter, more at ease, more yourself. This is what true rest looks like. Not sleep, but a waking stillness where your whole being can settle. You're safe here, completely safe. There's nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do, no list to check, no goal to reach, just this beautiful pause, right here, right now. Let your awareness sink even deeper, beyond the surface thoughts, beyond the everyday concerns, into the quiet center of yourself, where everything is already complete, where everything is already whole. The resonance continues its gentle work, moving through you, clearing what needs clearing, settling what needs settling. You don't have to understand how. You don't have to control it. Just trust in this natural process. Your body knows the way. Your heart knows the rhythm. Your soul knows the path. You've been here before. In moments like this, when everything slows down, when the noise fades, and you remember who you really are. Not the roles you play, not the stories you tell, but the quiet presence beneath it all. The stillness that watches, the peace that remains. This is your true nature, always available, always waiting for moments just like this. Feel how your whole being relaxes now. Muscles you didn't even know were tense begin to soften. Thoughts that were circling begin to settle. You're coming home to yourself. There's no need to hold on to anything anymore. Not even these words. They're just guides, pointing the way back to what you already know. Back to this deep calm, this inner stillness. The resonance doesn't depend on my voice. It doesn't need these words. It lives in the spaces between, in the pauses, in the silence. And now you can feel it, not as something separate, but as the very ground you're standing on. Let yourself dissolve into this feeling. Become one with this peace. There's no boundary between you and it. No separation at all. Just pure presence, pure stillness. You don't have to maintain this state. You don't have to protect it. It's part of you, as natural as breathing, as constant as your heartbeat. And when you leave this space, when you open your eyes or return to your day, this peace travels with you, quietly, gently. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest, while you move through your life, carrying this calm in your pocket, like a smooth stone, warm from your touch, ready whenever you need it. Your body knows what to do with this. It's been practicing peace for your entire life. Every quiet moment, every deep breath has been preparation for this, for remembering. Trust in this knowing. trust in this wisdom that lives in every cell, in every heartbeat, in every breath. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to make it happen. Just let it be. This peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket, soft and familiar, like a door that's always unlocked, leading back to yourself, back to this stillness, back to home. You can find your way back anytime. Whether you're sitting quietly, walking through your day, or lying in bed at night, just remember this feeling, and it will return to you, because it never left. Now let yourself drift even deeper into this endless calm, this infinite peace. There's nowhere else to go, nothing else to find. You're already home, already complete. Let go now. Content generation failed.